The man swung a sledgehammer wildly, smashing his floor. Afterward, he cleared away the rubble and opened a box that had been sealed for 4 years. Inside, neatly arranged, were weapons and gold coins. John used to be a top-notch assassin but chose to retire after meeting the love of his life. Now, he's about to re-enter the underworld, and the surprising reason is a dog. On this day, John drove his beloved Ford Mustang to a nearby gas station to refuel. At that moment, a small-time thug intercepted him, attempting to buy his car at a low price. John paid no attention and simply drove away. However, in the evening, the thug and his gang infiltrated John's home. They not only stole his car keys but also, in front of him, killed his dog. When John woke up, the dog was already lifeless, lying on the floor. He sat in silence on the ground. This dog was a gift from his late wife, and it was also his spiritual support. As soon as dawn broke, John buried the dog. Then, he gradually cleaned the bloodstains from the floor, took a shower, and put on a suit he hadn't worn in a long time. A brand new Ford Mustang pulled into the modification shop. However, upon seeing the car, the shop owner became tense. He asked where the car came from, and Saul nonchalantly replied that he had stolen it. Without a second word, the shop owner punched him and kicked him out. Upon learning about the incident, Saul's father, the mob boss, immediately called the shop owner to question him. When he found out that his son had stolen John's car and killed his dog, his heart sank. He quickly summoned his son, greeted him with a punch, and after the beating, he hugged him as if bidding a final farewell. Then, he took out a phone book and dialed a number. In the evening, 12 top-notch assassins discreetly arrived at John's house. In the darkness, John was well prepared and swiftly eliminated 3 assassins with 3 precise shots. Like a wolf in the night, he patiently awaited his prey, engaging in accurate marksmanship and close-quarter combat. Soon, all the assassins were dealt with. These 3 individuals are body disposal experts, primarily responsible for cleaning up crime scenes. They use plastic wrap to bundle the bodies together and then clean up the bloodstains. Soon, all the bodies are neatly packaged, and John hands them 12 gold coins. Mob boss Wick, seeing the operation fail, seeks out John's old partner, Mark. Mark is also a top-notch assassin and is very familiar with John. Wick offers a high price to persuade him to take action, and Mark doesn't refuse. On the other side, John arrives at a hotel in the city center specifically catering to assassins. A female assassin warmly greets the legendary hitman. He locates the person in charge and obtains Saul's coordinates. Wearing a bulletproof vest and equipped with gear, John arrives at the target location. Silently, he takes out several guards, but while observing, he is noticed by one of them. In the ensuing struggle, they both fall to the ground, alerting everyone. Saul, barely dressed, starts running, and John follows closely. With precise shots, John takes down over a dozen bodyguards, but he sustains severe injuries and is forced to retreat for the time being. A sniper rifle aimed at John's head. It was Mark, but he intentionally shot off target. John, who was resting, immediately reacted. The female assassin outside the door could only confront him directly. John then unwrapped his bandages, turned the tables, and subdued the female assassin. After coercing the location of the mob boss Wick from her, he threw her out. Early the next morning, John arrived at a church, the designated location. After quickly shooting all the mob members, he subdued the priest and discovered Wick's vault in the church basement. He took out an incendiary grenade, tossed it into the vault, and then left. Wick and his men arrived at the scene the moment they got wind of it. Just as Wick was about to lose his temper, his bodyguards fell. It was John. He hadn't left, a top-notch assassin. John's firepower alone suppressed the others, but outnumbered, he was eventually knocked unconscious by a car. When he woke up again, he found himself tied up. Top assassin John found himself with a gun to his head, seemingly about to meet his end. At that critical moment, a bullet was shot from a distance, revealed to be Mark, who had been covertly assisting his old friend. Seizing the opportunity, John broke free from his restraints and eliminated the threat. He then grabbed a gun and sprinted forward. 3 shots halted Wick's vehicle, and John leaped onto the car, firing a shot that took out the driver. Faced with a life-or-death situation, Wick reluctantly revealed the coordinates of his son, Saul. 100 meters away, John dispatched Saul's henchmen with a single shot each, proceeding as if on a rampage. After an explosion, John made a dazzling entrance, confronting Saul head-on. Without unnecessary steps, John walked directly towards him and fired a shot, swiftly ending Saul's existence. A knife plunged into Mark's thigh, and in a fit of rage, mob boss Wick, seeking revenge, caught Mark, who had secretly aided John. When John arrived, all he saw was the lifeless body of his friend. Just then, a phone call came in. It was the hotel manager, revealing Wick's location. A new chapter of revenge began. John chased down Wick's car, accelerating to knock over a vehicle. With a gun in hand, he seamlessly eliminated several guards as part of a synchronized attack. Now only Wick remained, and the two engaged in their final duel. However, John had sustained multiple injuries, and his strength was waning. To secure victory, he sacrificed himself, deliberately taking a knife wound. Seizing the opportunity, he twisted Vig's arm and delivered a decisive blow, causing both to collapse. After Vig drew his last breath, John, dragging his weary body, arrived at a pet hospital and administered some basic treatment. It was there that he noticed a bull terrier, and with the dog by his side, John embarked on the journey back home.